Welcome, Dazz, owner and founder of Fit to Move in Kennett Square. Hey, Dazz, I'm so excited to welcome you to my little podcast.
Oh, love it. Thanks for having me on. I was looking forward
This
to
is
it.
a special edition of my little podcast for the love of Kennett Square and for my favorite entrepreneurs, which you are one of in the
Thank you.
community. We go like lifetimes back. You got me in the best shape of my life when I was like in my 40s. And then we've reconnected throughout the years. But I've come to you recently for like, getting back in shape, right? Like, and helping me move through some of my injuries. But I've always been a fan. So thanks so much for coming on. I guess my first question for you is like, yeah, what's new? What is your story? What's going on?
This kind of happened by accident about 3 years ago. I was living abroad for 7 years, got back to the States, and I didn't really plan to do this anymore. But a friend of mine posted to train his son. And at first I was like, no, I don't want to get into, health in America again. But then he posted it on Facebook and I was like, well, if anybody's going to train him, it's going to be me. I need to make sure, he's right, because he was an athlete. And then ended up helping one of the dads with his shoulder injury. And then one thing kind of led to another, and it kind of steamrolled into 111 clients and this place that we're in now. So it's been a real blessing.
That's where you came to Fit to Move. That's the name of your business.
Correct.
Right.
So, the basis behind Fit to Move is really about, reconnecting people with that human animal again, reconnecting them with themselves, their body, their nervous system, what things feel like again. The hardest thing that I teach is people how to feel. Right. We're so focused on the outside world that we stop listening to those, those little voices, those little feelings, those little pings that we have inside of our body, where our body's like, hey, we're trying to tell you something. And you're like, shh, I've got this project I got to finish. Be quiet. And, just really getting people familiar with themselves again. And it's been really amazing to watch grow.
Right. I love that, like present in your body, present in your breath, right? I know that I've taken a couple classes with you and with the breath. Tell me a little bit about your philosophy with that as a foundation.
So it's really about, it's a systematic approach to a human body. It's about rediscovering those primal systems and how to activate them. Because at the end of the day, all you and I are is a group of cells and another group of cells trying to communicate with each other via a stimulus. You take the stimulus away, there's nothing to get these two cells to talk to each other. So if you can reactivate those connections, and those systems to talk again, you can start healing and regenerating and really, fixing and healing the body with itself. Breathing is the baseline, foundation, because that breath work allows you to start activating, your diaphragm. It helps stimulate your vagus nerve, which is responsible for 80% of your digestive health. Immune function, clearing brain fog, releasing dopamine and serotonin in your body. That's fighting things like stress, anxiety, depression. The list goes on and on. As humans, we're run by our dopamine production and we're in a constant search for it. Instead of activating our body systems that release dopamine, now people do things like doom scroll, where they're sitting on their phone, scrolling nonstop. And after about 15 minutes, you go, why am I scrolling? And you're like, well, your brain's searching for dopamine. You're getting the blue light. Every time you hit like or you say congratulations, big fireworks pop up and your brain gets really happy. So when you're by yourself and your brain's like, hey, I need some happy, I'm going to start doom scrolling. So getting people in touch with their breath and feeling all the different things that it can unlock inside of your body is really revolutionary and mind-blowing for well, 100% of the people that I put it through at this point. Once you feel what you've never felt, you're more open to what you don't know.
Right. So, Daz, tell me, like, who are your clients? What do your clients look like? Like, why come to you?
So my clients look like everywhere from, Cameron, who's 12,
Okay.
to my athletes. They're anywhere from ages 12 to 17. I've got top level, competitors in the country, top level competitors in the world. Alex is senior rowing champion. Cindy is international ballroom dancing champion, national ballroom dancing champion, all the way down to, Joe, who's 82, who came because his pulmonary tests, his oxygen levels were low. Once we got them, back up, into a positive range, which was awesome, he starts working on his movement patterns. So, really, I designed Fit to Move for everybody, because right now, the life that we live isn't natural. We're the only animal that built our own zoo and then convinced everybody to live in it to our own detriment. And, people don't see that they have these movement issues and these injuries because they're not doing anything special. They're just living their life. But if your breathing pattern is wrong, and you're breathing through your chest, that's 25,000 improper contractions you're doing every single day by existing. Mm-hmm. So if you can start changing how somebody breathes, you can start fixing their posture, their intrinsic core pressure, alleviating their shoulders while they're sitting at a desk, as long as they're utilizing their diaphragm. The tightness in their back starts to relax. And that gets back to when you start functioning the body, how it's supposed to stack anatomically and physiologically, you start getting relief by just existing,
Right, right. Yeah, I love your philosophy. I mean, that's why I've been a fan for so long. And I do think that you're such a special, unique person that we have in Kennett Square, and so there's some exciting news that's happening for you right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're opening Fit to Move 3.0.
3.0.
Yeah, well, we started in a storage unit, and now we have the spot in Kennett, right in town. And now we're taking over the basement of the old Brown Derby building and renovating that into a magical place of strength, stability, healing, breath, but a place that people can really go to understand the body. I tell people all the time, I'm not a trainer, I'm not a coach, I'm a teacher. My job is to teach you and educate you and teach you how this works. Mm-hmm. It's ask why, not what. If I can teach you the why, you'll be able to solve the what, and giving people the tools and the power to take control over their body, their consciousness, their physical, emotional, once you can start connecting with those different parts of your body, your whole life changes. Right. So creating this space is, giving people a place to go to heal and understand and, just be better. Right. And, I think it's going to be a really special, I know it's going to be a really special, magical place.
Yeah, it's a great location. I know that there's parking. What is it, like 5 minutes out of town, right?
6 minutes out of town. So from my current studio, if you go left and drive 6 minutes, you'll hit it. Okay.
And so Fit to Move 3.0, when does the doors open? Like when are you launching that?
So it's been a time crunch, but we're looking at the end of next month.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Opening the end of next month.
That's what we're shooting for.
Okay.
It's a lot of 24-hour days for me, but we'll get it done.
Okay, tell me a little bit about like the programming, what that will look like. Are you going to be having classes for people and besides like one-on-one training?
Yeah, so right now we just do one-on-one in a small group, but this place will be the first place we'll be able to offer, larger group settings. In the current place I have, I can maximum fit 7 people in here. So
Okay.
in the new space, we'll be able to have, breath work and movement classes, sound bath, sound wave therapies,
Okay.
red light therapy, sauna, ice bath.
Ice bath, my
Um,
favorite.
I know I'm excited to have them back. Um, but yeah, we'll be able to offer classes, for a variety of things. One is my program called Primal Zero, and that's just about restoring people's movement back to zero baseline. Because we're so far below baseline right now that once you start hitting neutral, you feel like you have a whole new body. So, the Primal Zero program has to do with, scapular mobility, shoulder pain, back pain, hip pain, ankle pain, stiff joints, stiff, muscles, and really giving people the ability to open their body up again and start moving. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much you bench press. I care that you can hop on the ground, crawl with your kid, you go run on the monkey bars, go climb a wall, jump off something that's 5 feet high and not have your knees blow out.
Right.
That's
Right.
true health. You know what I mean? It's from the inside out and really elevating our standard of living. So we're not restricted by the only car that we have for our whole life. This is supposed to give us freedom. It's not supposed to give us chains. And we've been dragging chains around for far too long with, no one really telling people how to break those chains, but they are telling them how to get bigger biceps.
So that sounds wonderful. How do we sign up? How do we support you in this move? For new people that maybe haven't trained with you, like what's the best way to get in touch with you? Like, is it your website?
So right now I'm in the middle of rebranding the website, but my old one is still up. You can
Okay.
get in contact with me there.
That's
We have Instagram,
fittomove.com, right?
fittomove.net.
.net,
Yep.
fittomove.net. Okay, great.
And then we have Instagram, which is fit_to move. Our TikTok is F2M body mechanic, fit to move body mechanic. I have to get you a clarification on that. I'm terrible with social media. And then
That's
Facebook.
fine. And on Facebook.
Um,
Okay.
and then you can Google us. You can check out some reviews. But I take pride in the fact that when people show up, it's nothing what they expect, but everything that they need.
Wonderful. And I agree with that. I've been through the program and I'm a big fan and I will continue to support you. You're one of my favorite people in Kennett Square.
Ditto,
And
ditto.
I am really, really excited, Daz, about this opening and the path that you're on. You are making a difference in people's lives and you're educating them through your open heart that is so like loving and kind. I think that's the beauty of you. So thanks for being on my podcast.
Thanks for having me.
I know I'm going to have you on again when you guys are open. We'll maybe be like have a little studio right there and have
Yeah, no,
filming.
I'm in for it. And
Awesome.
we can get like sciencey and techie, and we can have me nerd out for a little bit about the body.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Daz, for being on my little podcast. Good luck.
Oh, thanks for having me.
To move 3.0.
Well, I'll see you next time, my dear.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.